All right, shalom, and Chag Pesach Sameach, happy Passover.
Yeah.
Passover is coming up here real soon, so we're here to do another cooking demonstration. And of course, again, I have with me my adorable helper, Benaiah. Say shalom.
Shalom.
Wave at him. Wave at the camera. There you go. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we are going to make, what are we going to make? Charoset. Charoset is one of the main staples of the Passover Seder. What it is it consists of, it's an apple mixture that has typically wine, but we use grape juice, honey, cinnamon. Some put walnuts in it. We aren't going to do walnuts today because someone's family is has nut allergies, so we're going to keep that out. I'm going to give you the recipe. You can check online at our website, SHOFAR, Ministry of SHOFAR.org or .com, and you can download the recipes there. But the one we're using today, typical recipe is 4.5 cups of peeled, cored, and chopped apples, any type of apple you prefer. 2.25 cups of finely chopped walnuts. Again, we're leaving our walnuts out. 6 tablespoons of sweet red wine, but we use grape juice. 3 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 6 tablespoons of honey. So what we're going to do, we've already got some cut up and chopped, but Benaiah is going to show us what we do here. So we're going to do a quick peel of this one and a core to show how this works. Do it however you want. If you have one of those stand peelers where you put the apple on and spin it, it peels and cores at the same time, so that's great. Personally, I prefer to do it this way. It's a lot more fun. My grandmother used to peel apples, and she would get one long thing with the apples, so naturally I have to try to do that in memory of my grandmother. Okay, so we've got that peeled. Now the core, we take this. If you have one of the 8 segmented cores, that works well too, and it goes a lot quicker. We just take this core, we turn it, push it down, and it takes the core right out. Look at that.
Yeah.
Takes the core right out. Set those aside. Now what we're going to do is we are going to chop the apples. I'm going to let him.
Mommy.
Yep. We're gonna cut it. You gotta get your other hand up there to put that aside. And push down. These are child-proof, child safety knives. Chop. Chop. You cut these. We're gonna cut these thin. We're not gonna do too much with it because we're gonna stick them in the food processor with the others. So we don't need to make them real small. But if you don't have a food processor and you do this, just cut them up pretty small. Probably about half that size works best, smaller than that even. So they mix up a lot better and you make a Charoset go farther. Again, we are doing just a half a batch of the Charoset this morning, and we're going to send this home with Benaiah to his family so they can have their own. We'll be making our own later. All right, so we've got those chopped up. You want to try that? How is it? Good? Okay. So then we're just going to take these. You take your knife. Oh, I take your glove too. Again, you notice we are gloved. We prefer to do that to make sure that our hands are clean. We did wash beforehand as well. I think it's just a lot better if we do that. Okay, so we got the food processor. There's my lid. Okay, so what we're going to do with these is we're just going to put it on pulse and until we get the right size that we want. Some of them are a little bit bigger pieces, so we'll have to keep going. Unplug it just to make sure I don't accidentally start it up. We're going to dump this into a bigger bowl. Any big pieces we come across, we will put those back in. Looks like we got See, we got too much applesauce, but that's all right. It's not a big deal. Because some recipes even call for applesauce as opposed to the chopped apples. So whatever you prefer. If you prefer these finer apples, you can do that too. Get it cut up into smaller pieces. So we're going to go through, and any large pieces we're just going to throw back in the food processor real quick and grind them down a little bit more. You want to find some big pieces there. If you got a big piece, like that one there. There you go. And that one. Okay. That's pretty good. One more. Okay. We'll give that another pulse.
My gloves are starting to get dirty.
Well, there you go. There's a towel. Okay. Plug that back in. And give it a couple pulses.
I'm going to take it home with my family.
Yep, you'll take that home with your family. Yep, that's about the right size. This is about the size I typically... Oh, your hat.
My gloves are starting to fall off.
That's all right. This is typically the size that I like. I don't know if you can see that. So... Now,
Okay.
the apples that I had chopped up ahead of time, I put them in some water with some lemon just to keep them from turning brown. But you don't have to do that when you're mixing them up, and it's not going to matter if they look a little bit brown. It's not going to hurt them because you're going to have your cinnamon and everything else in it a little bit later, so it's going to look brown anyway. So there. All right. So we got the apples in there. Now, it calls for 6 tablespoons of sweet red wine, but we've got 3 tablespoons of grape juice. You want to pour that in?
Yeah.
You want to take those gloves off, would be easier. Yeah, to
I
handle that.
did do one glove.
Yeah, okay. So we pour that in.
One glove.
And then we are using 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. Shake that in there. There you go. And then we have, oh, wait, there you go. Then we have 3 tablespoons of honey. Dump that in. Get that, yeah, just take that. Scrape that down. You want to get as much of the honey as possible. One thing I've learned about honey over the years of different baking is they say if possible, use a local honey because people have allergies, and if you get honey that's not from your area, you may end up getting some sort of clover or something from a different area, that may cause some allergies. So, but most of it's good. So, I'm gonna lick that off.
No.
We're all family here, right? Okay, so now let's mix it up. Stir that in. And also as it sets, as with anything with apples, you're going to develop a little bit more moisture in it, so, but that's all right.
Applesauce.
Yeah, look at that. Mixing that up.
Are you doing applesauce here?
I keep knocking your hat down, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting that all mixed up. Oh, we got a couple big pieces of apple. If you come across big pieces of apple, just chop them up as you go. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal?
Nope.
Nope. Or you can even take one out. Try that. See what you think. That tastes good? Yeah. Grape juice, apples, honey, and cinnamon. Can't go wrong with a mixture like that. And again, if you're using walnuts, or you can use peanuts or almonds or other nuts if you like nuts. I suppose you could even use the mixed nuts if you wanted. You could put those in at this time as well. So, okay, so let's, so this is what we've got. This is what your Charoset should look like, or it could look like. So that's a Charoset. This goes with your Seder meal. So enjoy cooking. It's real simple, as you can tell. We got through real quickly here. So, Benaiah, you want to say shalom and happy Passover to everybody? Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
Happy Passover.
And shalom.
And shalom.
Shalom. So long.